Attention music teachers. The following message is for every music teacher who wants to know that your students are enjoying music theory. But maybe you're struggling to teach music theory in a way that students will enjoy and really get something out of it. Here's the biggest problem you face right now when it comes to music education pedagogy and music theory education pedagogy. It's the belief that music theory is dull, dry, and boring. Was it for you when you learned it? It was for me. But that's not the end of the problem. It actually gets worse. Wait, why? Because this squashes the motivation to be fully engaged during your instruction for your students, which means the students aren't going to learn the concepts very thoroughly, and they may very well struggle in your class. And worst of all, most music teachers can't get past the idea that music theory is challenging and just too boring for students to want to put their all into it. But luckily for you, there is now a solution to this problem. Introducing Music Theory is Not Boring. Music Theory is Not Boring helps you structure an applied music theory course or studio instruction in a much more engaging and fun way. Create project assessments that students can use their newly acquired skills to actually create. Know exactly what concepts to teach to get your students creating their own music. Be confident that your students are learning music theory concepts in the most efficient way possible so that you can spend more time on facilitating their project creation rather than standing up at the board just talking away and teaching and teaching and teaching. Let them teach themselves through experiential learning. And then scaffold one concept onto another project by project so that the complexity of their outputs are even more and more interesting to them, and much, much more. By the way, right now you may be asking, who am I to help you with music education pedagogy and music theory education pedagogy? So my name is Karen or Kay with Uplevel U Music, and I help music teachers acquire the most relevant personal and professional development for topics they always wanted to teach their students, but maybe never really knew how. Maybe you haven't learned it in college, exactly how to teach this one topic in music ed. So the bottom line, music theory is not boring, will help you. Enjoy watching the accomplishments of your students unfold throughout the instruction. Have all assessments for the course already figured out, making grading really easy. Empower your students to feel creative, inspired, and unstoppable. Best of all, you'll start seeing results as soon as you start implementing what you learn, and it costs $127. That's it. If you're a music teacher who wants to teach music theory to your students in a way that everyone, your students and you, enjoy once and for all, then get on board with Music Theory is Not Boring right now. Act now before it's too late. So, get your copy of the online course today. Here is exactly what you're going to get with Music Theory is Not Boring, how to teach theory so that it will be fun and useful for students, the online course. So, number 1, the magical list of projects. This is a $357 value because of all the different projects you're going to find. It's like 2 dozen projects or something like in there. And of course, you're probably not even going to have time for all of them, but at least you can pick and choose for what's going to work best for your situation. This course makes it simple for you to structure your music theory instruction so that it's based on the creation of these projects. Have your students unlock the secrets of music theory in a way that they can use. Sit back and just watch your students bring their personal identity to their work and be excited to learn the next most challenging concept from you with maximum focus. Sounds like an amazing educational experience, doesn't it? Next, creating a culture. What's this? So this is like a $117 value. This module is the secret to understand what your classroom or studio needs to create the environment perfect for collaboration and sharing. Because honestly, students sometimes really hate getting up and showing off their stuff, to other students in the classroom, getting up in front of the class and doing whatever. It's sometimes really hard and brings a lot of anxiety. But it's up to you, the teacher, to create that environment so that that becomes an okay thing to do, that students feel emotionally and mentally safe sharing their ideas. So we go through this a whole lot. So your students will then feel at ease with sharing and performing their ideas for each other and together. And you get to teach your students to improve their performance skills while you're at it. Next, you'll get quick and concise explanations of concept instruction. So it won't be all of the concepts you learned in college music theory or in AP theory, but for applied theory, you'll get just what you need in a really sensible order. This is a $307 value. This section of the course holds the secret for you to outline exactly the concepts that should be taught, and specifically for an applied theory course, and with best practice methods of instruction so that you're not wasting time saying things that aren't going to help them absorb the information. You'll be able to lesson plan quickly and not worry about leaving something out. You'll be able to quickly get through that boring instructional part and delve into the fun parts, which is the project creation. So, here is everything you get today. The magical list of projects, the $357 value. The section on creating the culture, $117 value. The quick and concise explanations of concept instruction, a $307 value, totaling $781. But today, you're getting all of this for only $127. Not so bad. So I am hoping that you are going to take me up on this offer and really, really transform your classroom or your music studio into an environment where students are learning the concepts of how to create harmony, how to make their own music, and how to turn these little bits of starter, what we call sources, and turn them into whatever they want, to empower them before graduation to be able to literally create anything with music. This course gets you to do this. So don't wait. Certainly click join below, and upon clicking that, you're going to be taken to a sales page. And unless you have to create an account, you can create that account first if you haven't created an account with Uplevel U Music, or just log in. Then you'll go to the secure checkout page. Upon putting in your payment information, you're going to get immediate access to the course, where you're going to get all of the modules that instruct you part by part, and all the things we talked about and so much more. And you're also going to get a bunch of supplemental materials that'll help you along the way. So don't wait. Don't wait before this killer price of $127 changes, all right? I will see you there.